totally going to go to the drive-thru at McDonald's. Hello, I would like a Happy Meal.
Mickey, is that you?
We got to go to the phone.
I don't see the crowd.
Right there. See it?
Oh, it's steamy.
So, the thing that sucks about these is I know that that's not the reason there's all this black soot here. These things, there is an exhaust manifold leak here someplace. Whether it's the EGR, you see that light. And the camera. Yeah, the EGR is leaking a little. Exhaust gas recirculation valve and that manifold gasket right there is leaking.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
I'm sure that soot that's coming out of that is coming across here. There seems like an awful lot of black. It seems like an awful lot of black soot on the top of that exhaust gas cooler, EGR cooler. So we'll get it straightened out. See how much battery life we got left here. Okay, so I've got all new gaskets. I don't know what has been filmed or not been filmed. This EGR cooler has been leaking. And I see, that's okay, I guess. No, that's fine. This EGR cooler has been leaking and it needs to be, yeah, it needed to be resealed. So we've got a new gasket going there. And we got this guy right here, which is, these gaskets are going to go on here. They fit over these tubes, which I don't know why they put those in there. I guess it's to prevent them from blowing out. There's probably a lot more pressure on this than there used to be. The exhaust, the muffler on this thing was also cracked out. So it's over there. I brazed it back together again. It has an aluminum coating on it, so that was a bit of a trip. I had to grind the coating off and then I was able to braze it, and I used a copper, this same copper, and I coated that whole thing with that copper to prevent it from rusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. I got that new gasket, I'm gonna put that on there, so that should be good. And we should be okay. Now, I had problems with this thing before here on this EGR cooler, and I can see it's doing it again. It turns from vibration, and then it will start to leak coolant out of there, and it's getting close now. So I'm gonna, before I put everything on here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that thing. There's something you don't see every other day. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that thing there, and to keep it from leaking, because it will do it. So you turn it so that it's straight, and I'm going to use a silicone RTV cement, and I'm going to use that, and that should have enough to hold that thing in place so that it doesn't vibrate around and then cause another leak. So stay tuned and we'll get that. It's actually a pretty nice deal. So you can't have leaks when you're running because they cause ass aches, and we don't need ass aches. Yeah, I don't ever want to have to deal with that crap again. Open. Okay. Now, let me get that pair of ice grips. I think that thing turned way too easy. This guy right here turned way too easy. So instead of using silicone sealant, I'm going to use PC7. PC7. So I've got this PC7 here. I'm going to mix it up, I hope. Hopefully I can get the damn thing apart, which was pretty quick. And I'm going to hear all this whining and crying about how I do this. It's going to be a little bit overkill, but I don't care. I'm not using the same end, by the way, because that's what some people would be complaining about. I watched a guy on YouTube here the other day. He did it. He used the same end to dip in. I was like, oh, you just fucked yourself. And sure enough, he said, I don't care. Well, he may not be caring then, but he's going to care later. Because it will definitely screw up your day. Oh my God, this stuff is hard. Okay. This is not good at all. So we'll just knead it up in my hands. It smells like tuna fish, right?
Probably.
I don't know why it smells like tuna fish, but it really does. Oh, it's epoxy. It smells good. I like tuna fish.
Tuna fish is good.
Years ago, we had a guy that hunted here, and he was a fisherman. Ocean captain. He had a charter boat. He's like, oh, we were out tuna fishing. I got the best tuna fish you're ever going to eat in your life. I was like, oh, wow, really? He says, yeah, it's fresh. You want it? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I was like, so what do you got to do with it? He says, just, it's already cooked. We cooked it already. He says, all you got to do is you can either freeze it and use it later, or you can go ahead, mix it up like you would a normal canned tuna fish, or just eat it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Worst tuna fish I ever ate in my whole life. Garbage. I think the shit was rotten. I really do. I honestly believe that shit was flat out rotten.
Now, one thing I want to do is I want to go like Bahamas or something like that and try to go spearfish.
Bahamas?
Yeah.
Not to go to the Bahamas, to go spear fishing.
Sure.
Go spear fishing wherever the hell you want.
Bahamas would be fun to go to other than just to spearfish.
There's a lot of pussy over there. It's crap on you on that. I guess corrupting a child is, well, you're not a child anymore.
No, maybe
You're technically an adult. Fuck, that hurt. I could have thought 400 things more important to do than that.
sure there's more than 400.
Well, hit that one. Don't hurt me. Okay, so it isn't done, but
Well, the back one's gonna have to get with a wrench, and the other one I gotta get with the swivel end. You done with that swivel end?
Yeah, because I can't find my damn bush.
you can't find a who?
Bushings.
The bushing that goes in there. I dropped it.
Yeah, wrench. Well, yeah, I think it's on the ground at your feet. What kind of bushing is he looking for?
The bushing that goes to the bolt.
Oh, this bushing?
Yeah, no.
Why is it over here?
Oh, the swivel.
Oh, you got two over here?
No.
That's just
Well, where's the one for this thing?
right
here.
there.
Then I have to go get the bolt.
Okay. So why is he taking it?
He's missing it. He dropped it somewhere.
Oh. Well, don't take mine. And don't take the one for here. Are you gonna need to, that back one you need a swivel for?
Yeah, that's an asshole to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't doubt it. There's a lot of carbon up and under here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Tim, where's that gun?
That's a top.
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna go ahead and you would hardly believe that that's enough to hold that thing. I got a feeling I'll have to do it. How many times did you go over those, Cody?
Just one.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I already have them pretty tight by hand.
Yeah.
Most of them didn't even move.
That was weird. Let's go over them again. I squished. Alrighty then, we're gonna do the infamous hill climb. See how she rolls. Oh, somebody stole the gate plate out of the bridge again. that turbo whistle? I could hear that turbo whistle. So anyway, let's give her a turn around here. I don't remember that gate being down anymore. I guess we did take it down. Somebody was down here with a tractor, my father. I'm sure he was pushing stuff around. I know I did. I came down here with the mower and mowed this hay down here on this property next door. But yeah, this is still home. This is our farm. Still here. My dad swears when he was a kid, he remembers his grandfather taking a plow up across. I think he said his grandfather. I don't know about whether it was my grandfather or his grandfather. But over here on the right-hand side, he remembers in this mess here, there was a plow. He took a plow in there. This is a shale pit that they dug years and years and years ago, and then they filled it up with fish craft or dredgings out of a pond. Oh yeah, we got some snap to her now. So yeah, everything seems to be okay. All good. I think somebody planted some trees over there. Oh yeah, she's got some grit. All right. So if you didn't know what we were doing, we were actually adjusting horsepower with this thing. Last year it was just a sea hair light, and this 7530 came from Europe, or England to be exact. And in England, in Europe, the European tractors or the English tractors are actually a little higher horsepower. Yeah, you can hear that turbo whistle. So yeah, she's going. So earlier in the year, we turned her up to 32 mile an hour. She goes a hair bit faster than that, or 31 mile an hour. She goes 32, 33 when it's warmed up. Oh yeah, mama, up we go. A little bit of power there, and we're going 26 and a half. I gotta get that fodder out of here, and we're good. I'd say we're doing pretty good. Very good. Now, I'm quite pleased with it. It's burning 8.4 gallons an hour on the road like that, which is a little bit more. 7.7, 7.5 on the flat. 7.3 on 7.2, 7.1, 7.2 on the flat. So this tractor, it's actually, they claim that by adding that little bit of horsepower, which we only put 10% to it, will actually increase the fuel economy. So we did 3 tractors, just 10%, that was it. That's all we did. So that was the computer work that we did. And I'm quite happy. We'll know what happens. Everything's about fuel economy. So in order to get decent fuel economy, you got to do simple things, and we had them basically flashed for economy and power. And I don't know, it's quieter in here because we did fix the exhaust manifold leak, the EGR cooler leak, and the muffler, the broken muffler. So that's all done. I ended up brazing that. I don't know if Teresa had shown that on video, but if she did, yay. If not, well, there you go. And that's it. I'm going to compress this into a small video, and life will be good. So there we go.